the fast double strokes are going to allow us to focus on our fulcrum exclusively as a means of controlling the rebound. Specifically, I want you to focus on the pad at the end of the index finger. So we're going to start by playing a few buzz strokes, and just notice how much pressure you're using at that contact point. Good. Now, I want you to loosen that contact point, feeling the index finger move down towards the floor, and play some more buzzes. If you've loosened that contact point, the notes should be further apart. Now, the next step is, while keeping that same relationship, so the more open approach to your fulcrum, play another buzz stroke, and after you hear the second note, snap that pad at the end of your index finger upward. Okay? So this is going to compress the fulcrum and end the stroke's rebound. So the first time I did it, I raised the stick back up. I'd like you to do it the way I did it the second, third, and fourth times, where I just try to stop the stick after that second note and then leave my arm in this down position. Try it a few more times. Okay, so repeat this process and experiment with different levels of pressure to create different distances in between the first two notes. So the more pressure you maintain in that fulcrum during the controlled rebound, the closer those notes are going to be. You can also experiment with using more velocity on the way down. That's going to shorten the distance between the first two notes as well. Okay, so once you've got kind of a feel for that, then you can do what I did initially and combine that fulcrum pressure with a doggy paddle stroke upward. Do it again. So again, experiment with the amount of pressure you're using to generate different speeds of double strokes. And once both hands are able to speed up and slow down double strokes at will, you can alternate the hands to create a roll. So the first roll I'm going to create is going to be pretty disconnected, meaning you'll hear one double stroke, there'll be a little interval, and then another double stroke. So I actually encourage you to try to practice it like this initially. Don't be so worried about there being a smooth transition. That takes some pretty fine motor control that you're going to develop through time. Initially, I want you to try to play it like. Right. And it's okay if it kind of has a little bit of a stiff kind of toy soldier feel to it. That's fine. You can move it a little faster, and even if it's still has that same feel, that's okay. Through the weeks, months you're going to practice this, you're going to develop a smoother doggy paddle motion, right? So smoother and faster. So the primary notes, the first of the two notes that you're going to play, are going to get closer together and smoother in their coordination. And you'll also develop the finer motor control you need to subtly manipulate your fulcrum, really specifically that pad at the end of your index finger.